Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Benna Rider. Today finally is a test ride of the Honda PCX 125, and it's a scooter comparable to the Yamaha NMAX, which I have, so I will be referring to the NMAX quite often, I'm sure, because I will be comparing them, in my mind basically. Okay, so let's start it up. And I might be going through the display with you later on, not sure. It has a start-stop actually. I didn't know that. I thought only the Forza have it. So the engine always turns off when you come to a stop. So we will try that out, of course. You sit differently on this one. I think it seems like you sit more cramped on this than on my NMAX. I'm sorry that I keep referring to this now, but since I do own the NMAX and I wanted to test ride the PCX, it's a good way to see, what is the difference or what are the differences. So let's go this way. Start stop is enabled. Let's see if that works. We're gonna stop here now. Okay, since actually it does stop, and because I wasn't sure, maybe the battery isn't so good or so, and then sometimes it does not stop, but it does stop, so that's good, and that's a good way of saving gas, I guess. This is basically just for the city. It's a little bit bigger than a normal, like a 50cc scooter, of course, and it turns on immediately, so you don't really have to worry about this. Is it going to turn on or not? Stuff like that, So there's direct sunlight display. Yeah, I think you can read everything. To me, it would be the other way around. As I said, on my display of the NMAX, it's black on white, so that's a better contrast, I think. But come on. They should have the same power. This has 9 kilowatts or 12 horsepower. This is maximum power. Yeah, it just waits a little bit before it turns off. So it doesn't always turn off immediately when you have stop and go traffic, so that's also good. These are available in different colors like red, which I would get definitely. Black, gray and white, I think there are 4 colors. And what I've heard so far from other reviews on the net is, I have to wait here, that it does have ABS, but apparently only in the front. In the rear they don't even have a disc brake. That's quite amazing, because my NMAX has a disc brake in the rear. This does not have a disc brake in the rear, only a drum brake. And I think, I'm not sure if it has ABS in the rear. So can we go this way? I am not sure. Oh yeah, I think we can go this way. Yeah, the start-stop I really do like. It's good that not only the bigger scooters have it, but also this one, the PCX. I really appreciate that. It's a really good way of saving gas. And the environment, of course. So, let's go. Okay, so there's the main train station of Malaga here. I hope I can go to the waterfront to take some pictures there. Unfortunately, this is kind of beat up already, you know. A lot of people have used and abused this, almost 5,000 kilometers. But, and I'm not the first one who is reviewing it. So, no, I'm sorry, I'm not reviewing, I'm just test riding. You know, why am I saying I'm not reviewing? Because I don't really know all these technical data from the top of my head. And that's why I say I just do a test ride and I just tell you what it feels like. And to me, from the first few meters and stuff like that, I hope I'm not gonna get at all the fanboys of Honda PCX now, but I guess I will be. I think that the NMAX seems to be a little bit more powerful. I have to check how much horsepower my NMAX has, but maybe it's, I don't know, it feels like it. My NMAX a little bit more powerful. I will check the technical data if that is true. I think it has 11.8 Newton meter. So let's go to the harbor. Let's go to the harbor. Yeah, actually it's good to try out the start-stop system because we're in traffic here. Yeah, the seating position is a little bit strange. It is more sitting on a toilet than on mine. On mine it's not quite as much as sitting on the toilet, but here you really have the position, the toilet position. But not necessarily, that's not necessarily a negative thing, naturally. So, when we stop, we're gonna check how much space it has underneath the seat, because for me that's important for practicality reasons, and if there are any cubby holes and stuff like that where you can put stuff. Other than that, yeah, it rides like a 125 scooter. It has a pretty cool LED in the front and in the rear as well. It looks pretty modern. Pretty badass from the front, actually. So again, going a regular 50-55 city speed now. Yeah, suspension seems to be good. I was just running across one of these holes there in the tarmac, but that was good suspension. Ooh, there's a big ship here. I haven't been to the harbor in a long time. Wow. That is pretty cool. Is that a ferry or is that a regular cruise ship? I don't know. It looks like a ferry. Not too small. It's not too small. Oh, from Melilla. So it must be a ferry to Melilla. Yeah, I think, to me it seems that my NMAX is a bit more powerful. But I could be wrong, of course. Other than that, pretty nice little thing for the city. Let's check out how much trunk space it has and how practical it is when we stop for our walk around in a moment. Yeah, suspension pretty good on these bumps. Not too much going on here at the moment, but as we all know, we have a little problem at the moment. Pretty health problem. Usually this is hustling and bustling place here at the harbor. Oh yeah, that's a big ferry, Trans-Mediterranea. So let's see if our favorite spot is available or not. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, seems to be okay. No police here. Let's go and do a little session here. Okay, so turn it off. Let's put down the center stand. And I'll show you the PCX, Honda PCX. I don't know when they changed this. I think the 2019. I think it's a 2019 model. It says ABS. It has a disc brake in the front. As I said, there is no disc brake in the rear. That's kind of astonishing because mine, which is basically also in the same price range, this I think costs 3,100. Mine, I think, okay, maybe 200 more nowadays. Yeah, it's amazing that they make these cuts. I will go around the bike now and I will tell you a little bit more about it in a sec. Yes, so this is the Honda PCX, the newer model with the ABS. I will go around now. So let's see, how do we open the trunk? We have to put the key into the what position? Oh, it's already in position. So we have the fuel. Fuel is right here. And we have the seat, which is here. So let's open it up. It looks like that the full-sized helmet can fit in it. I am not 100% sure, but I think so. Full-sized helmet here and some stuff, little things there. If it actually does, if it is like this with a full-sized helmet there and some stuff there, the trunk is actually, the underseat compartment is actually bigger than on my NMAX, and that is definitely a plus, because I like practical things, and if you can put stuff in your trunk of the scooter, that's definitely a big plus. This is what the lid looks like from the other side. Okay, so this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So let's have a look at the display. Let's see, how do we turn this on? There we go. So we can change, you know, as I said, I mean, basically all the same applies. We have the horn here, we have the turn signal switch, we have high beam and low beam. On the other side we have the auto stop, which is this one. You can put it to idling and then it stays idling, it doesn't stop the engine. There's actually a hazard light switch, which is good, but the Yamaha NMAX does not have, so that's pretty cool. And here's the throttle. So let's go to the display. What can we see on the display? We can see the speedometer, we see the time, we see the clock, we see the fuel, the average fuel consumption, and the total odometer. So let's see if when we push select, it shows trip. It's hard to see in the sun here. It shows trip, so we only have one trip counter apparently, and we have the total trip and counter. That's all. Huh. I thought you can change something here with a trip computer. Apparently you cannot. You can only set it here. So I think when you set it, yeah, set is only for making it reset, I think. So you can see the average fuel consumption is 2.8 from test rides. Mine usually is around, I can do 2.1, 2.2, but okay, this is a test ride model. So that's basically the display. Let's go around in a little bit more detail and have a look at the front with lights on. Yeah, these lights in the front, the LEDs and daytime running lights, this does look pretty cool, I have to admit. And we have the passenger, the pillion pegs, which are a little bit different, which seem to be more comfortable than on other scooters. They are bigger. And bigger, well, it's not always better, but sometimes. So this is the looking at it from the rear. I'm not sure if you can see anything here at the moment. And that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say. It has a side stand, it has a center stand. And that's my review. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to say review. That's my test ride with a little bit of review put in of the Honda PCX. Thanks very much for watching. This has been a ride out. Take care. Bye-bye.